What's something people don't know about the Modi and Adani friendship? Watch till the end of the video to know the real facts. The year is 2014, a year that would mark the beginning of a significant transformation in India's political and economic landscape. Narendra Modi, a charismatic leader with a vision for a new India, sweeps to power. His campaign promises resonate with millions, offering hope and a new direction. His promise, economic growth. And at the heart of this divide lies a tale of ambition, power, and alleged corruption. A tale that centers around Gautam Adani and his intricate relationship with India's Prime Minister, Narendra Modi. Adani, known for his strategic acumen, is quick to seize opportunities. Adani's companies span ports, power, and infrastructure. His ventures are crucial to India's growth, providing essential services and creating thousands of jobs. He is ambitious, hungry for success. Adani's relentless drive and determination set him apart in the competitive business world. Under Modi's reign, Adani's fortunes skyrocket. The government's pro-business policies and focus on infrastructure development create a favorable environment for Adani's enterprises. His wealth multiplies at an astounding rate. Adani's net worth soars, making him one of the richest men in India. He becomes a regular fixture alongside Modi at business summits, a symbol of the new India's economic prowess. Their association is seen as a testament to the synergy between government and industry. From humble beginnings as a commodities trader, Adani is now a titan of industry. His name whispered with a mix of awe and envy. The world takes notice, and his story becomes an inspiration for many aspiring entrepreneurs. International investors flock to Adani, eager for a piece of the pie. His ventures attract global attention, bringing in significant foreign investment. His companies secure lucrative government contracts, expanding their reach across India and beyond. Adani's influence grows, and his projects become synonymous with progress and development. But amidst the dazzling success, a shadow lurks. The rapid rise of Adani's empire raises questions and concerns. Rumors of crony capitalism and preferential treatment begin to surface. Critics argue that Adani's success is not solely due to his business acumen. Is Adani's success simply a testament to his business acumen, or is there something more sinister at play? The lines between business and politics blur. The whispers grow louder, threatening to engulf the shining facade of the Adani empire. Media scrutiny intensifies, and the public begins to question the integrity of his rise. The stage is set for a dramatic fall from grace. As the world watches, the future of Adani's empire hangs in the balance, teetering on the edge of triumph and turmoil. To understand the meteoric rise of Gautam Adani, one must first delve into the sprawling network of companies that make up his vast empire. This conglomerate, known as the Adani Group, is a powerhouse in various sectors, each contributing to its formidable presence in the global market. The Adani Group, with its tentacles in ports, power, mining, and infrastructure, has become synonymous with India's economic transformation. From handling massive container ships at bustling ports to spearheading large-scale power projects, the group's influence is undeniable. Its reach extends far beyond Indian shores, with significant operations in Australia, Sri Lanka, and Africa. These international ventures not only bolster the group's global footprint, but also highlight its ambition to be a dominant player on the world stage. At the heart of this empire lies a complex web of holding companies, many registered in offshore tax havens. This intricate structure is designed to optimize financial efficiency and maintain a competitive edge in the global market. This opaque corporate structure, while legal, raises eyebrows among financial analysts and watchdogs. The lack of transparency often leads to speculation and scrutiny. Critics question the lack of transparency and allege that it allows Adani to minimize taxes and shield his wealth from scrutiny. They argue that such practices, though not uncommon, can undermine public trust and accountability. Adani's supporters, on the other hand, argue that his business practices are no different from those of other global conglomerates. They emphasize the group's role in driving economic growth and innovation. They point to the thousands of jobs created and the billions of dollars invested in the Indian economy. These contributions, they argue, are vital for the nation's development and prosperity. However, for many, the sheer scale and speed of Adani's rise coupled with his close ties to the ruling party, are a cause for concern. The intertwining of business and politics often leads to debates about fairness and influence. The question remains, is the Adani Group a shining example of Indian entrepreneurship, or a dangerous concentration of wealth and power in the hands of a select few? This dichotomy fuels ongoing discussions and investigations. As the empire expands, so too do the questions surrounding its legitimacy. The future of the Adani Group will undoubtedly continue to be a topic of intense scrutiny and debate. As Adani's star ascended, so too did the murmurs of discontent. Journalists, activists, and opposition politicians began to raise concerns about the Adani Group's business practices. They pointed to allegations of environmental violations, land grabbing, and exploitation of workers. The government, however, remained steadfast in its support of Adani. Modi, a vocal advocate for Indian businesses on the global stage, dismissed the criticism as attempts to derail India's economic progress. The media, often accused of being complicit in the government's narrative, largely ignored the growing chorus of dissent. Yet, the whispers persisted. Independent media outlets and investigative journalists continued to dig deeper, uncovering what they claimed were questionable land deals, preferential treatment in the allocation of government contracts, and lax environmental regulations. The evidence, while often circumstantial, was enough to raise serious doubts about the Adani Group's commitment to ethical and sustainable business practices. The stage was set for a confrontation. The question was, would anyone dare to challenge the might of the Adani empire and its powerful backers? The year is 2023, a year that will be remembered for a seismic event in the financial world. The world watches as a bombshell report by Hindenburg Research, an American short-selling firm, sends shockwaves through the Indian stock market. The report is not just any financial analysis, it is a meticulously crafted document that has the potential to alter the course of one of the world's fastest-growing economies. The target, Gautam Adani and his sprawling business empire. Adani, a name synonymous with rapid growth and immense wealth, finds himself at the center of a storm. The report, the culmination of a 2-year investigation, accuses the Adani Group of engaging in a brazen stock manipulation and accounting fraud scheme spanning decades. It is a detailed exposé that leaves no stone unturned, highlighting the intricate web of deceit allegedly spun by the conglomerate. It alleges that Adani has used a network of offshore shell companies to inflate the share prices of his listed companies, artificially boosting his net worth and deceiving investors. These shell companies, scattered across various tax havens, are said to be the linchpin of the fraudulent scheme. The Indian government, caught off guard, initially dismisses the report as a malicious attempt to damage India's reputation. Officials scramble to contain the fallout, issuing statements to reassure the public and the markets. Adani himself vehemently denies the allegations, calling them baseless and motivated by self-interest. He portrays himself as a victim of a coordinated attack aimed at undermining his business achievements. However, the damage is done. The stock market reacts swiftly, with shares of Adani's companies plummeting, wiping out billions of dollars in market value. Adani's carefully constructed image as a self-made tycoon lies shattered. The man who once symbolized India's economic aspirations now faces a crisis of credibility. The Hindenburg report marks a turning point in the Adani saga. It is a moment of reckoning, not just for Adani, but for the entire Indian corporate sector. It emboldens critics who demand a thorough investigation into the allegations. Activists and opposition leaders seize the opportunity to call for greater transparency and accountability in corporate governance. The world watches with bated breath, waiting to see if India's legal and regulatory institutions are up to the task of holding one of its most powerful figures accountable. The outcome of this saga will have far-reaching implications, not just for Adani, but for the future of corporate ethics in India. In the intricate web of power and influence, connections often play a pivotal role. Narendra Modi's support for Gautam Adani has been a subject of intense scrutiny and debate. Critics argue that this alliance is rooted not just in mutual economic interests, but also in shared caste backgrounds and political affiliations. Modi and Adani both hail from the same state of Gujarat, and their relationship dates back to Modi's tenure as the chief minister. During this period, Adani's business empire expanded rapidly, raising eyebrows and questions about preferential treatment. For instance, the Gujarat government allocated vast tracts of land to Adani's enterprises at rates significantly lower than market value, fueling allegations of favoritism. Furthermore, Modi's tenure as Prime Minister has seen policies that seemingly benefit Adani's conglomerate. The controversial Rafale deal, where Adani was chosen as an offset partner, and the rapid approvals for Adani's coal mines and power projects illustrate the deepening ties between the political and corporate spheres. The political implications of this support are profound. It consolidates power within a close-knit group, potentially sidelining other deserving entrepreneurs and stifling competition. Economically, it raises concerns about monopolistic practices and the erosion of fair market principles. As we delve deeper into this intricate relationship, the lines between governance and personal alliances blur, leaving the nation to ponder the true cost of such power dynamics. The fight for transparency and accountability is not just about Gautam Adani or Narendra Modi. It is about setting a precedent for future generations and ensuring that no individual or entity is above the law. It is a fight for the soul of India.